Hey guys, I'm so sorry this is coming up really super late tonight. I've been super distracted and all day today, and I've been having trouble sleeping and just been really high here. I also think I'm starting to get sick too. So but I'm gonna go ahead and post the dream I had last night, and real quick, and then I also have a word from the Lord too. I'm going to be posting up. Okay, this dream was it was a rapture deception dream. Now, it's not the rapture itself, it's a deception. You have to listen to the dream first. Okay? Satan was pretending to be Jesus in this dream, as in Satan was pretending to be Jesus to, when he was coming back. Now, mind you, Jesus did come back in this dream too, and he did come back in the clouds. Jesus came back in the clouds, and people were not even paying attention to him, or not paying attention to him at all coming back in the clouds. They were walking, and they were busy just doing whatever they were doing that day. And they weren't paying attention to him coming in the clouds at all. I remember walking, and I was walking with a few other people by these brick buildings. And I noticed that the Lord had came, but nobody else around me really noticed the Lord had come. They weren't paying attention. They weren't even looking up, and nothing. And then I remembered that as soon as Jesus came back, he confronted Satan. I remember this. He confronted Satan about how Satan was pretending to be Jesus and, telling all these lies and everything, that pretty much telling me he's a liar, and that his whole character has been centered around a web of lies and everything. And just one thing I noticed. So, and I also knew between the false, like I said, Satan trying to be Jesus, and then Jesus coming back in the clouds. So I knew when Jesus came back. One thing that struck me though, like I said, was when Jesus came back, the real Jesus came back, nobody paid attention. Nobody was watching for him. They were just walking and doing their own thing, like their own business that day. And they were distracted by other stuff. So that struck me as in like a wow. Like, how can you not know the times we're in? Why aren't you watching for him? Like, we must be ready at all times. At all times, like literally at all times. Oh, I also remember later on in this dream, I remember singing in the stream as well, and I didn't need like actual music or anything like that. I was just singing perfect pitch, a cappella wise, and everybody was like kind of surprised because I'd never really sang in front of people before, so they're just kind of looking like, what, but just like that. And it's not something I would show off, it's just something I love to do. I've always loved to sing since I was little, so. Oh yes, I remember in the stream as well, as I was doing the singing a cappella wise, I remember there were several people who were trying to stop me from singing, but they couldn't stop me from singing. I do remember that clear as day. They really wanted me to stop me, and I'm like, nope. Like, not gonna stop me from singing, something I like to do, something I'm going to be doing. And that was my dream. That was last night, so I wanted to get that up and post that one, definitely. The second thing I'm going to be posting today is a word from the Lord that I got yesterday. And I tried to write it the other day, but I had struggled to write it the other day, so I restarted it and was listening to the Lord clearly, so I could hear him clearly. And I'm going to go ahead and post this up. So it's called The Rescue of the Church and the Growing Deception. And I heard, "My children, I am lifting the veil, and you shall see more clearly. There is a growing deception right now in the world, as the enemy is ramping up his attacks against Christians, with his lies and his deceit to everybody. The deception will grow, and it will grow more as a veil is removed, and my church is safe with me. Yes, I will rescue my church. Does it not say in my word that they are not appointed to wrath? His bride's not appointed to wrath. Let's see. You are my beloved, without spot or wrinkle. And how does heaven see you? Blessed are you, my lovely bride. You will be with me at the wedding banquet of the Lamb. Everything is set and everything is ready and prepared. Ask me for discernment, as deception is appearing more frequently in the world right now. Do you not know my coming is close? Why have you not listened to my true prophets and those who are speaking the truth? And be aware, my children, of the false prophets and the false teachers as I speak to you. And I also remember, I forgot to put this down, he said, beware the wolves in sheep's clothing, those who are speaking his word falsely. We must be very, very aware of this, because this is going to grow more, and as soon as the church is gone, it's going to be void of any truth, any light, anything like that. So we must, as Christians, if we are left behind at all, which I really, really hope we're not, but if we're left behind even as Christians, we must be listening to the Lord. Otherwise, we would be fooled easily, very easily. Let's see. As they are all over the world right now, listen carefully as I speak to you. So my church, keep waiting for me and keep your lamps full of oil. Do not let them go out, and do not let anybody steal them. For even in the midnight hour, you must watch for me. I'm sorry. Because you do not know the hour or the day that I am coming. But truly I tell you, my children, we are in the season. We are still in the season. I love you, and I'm soon coming. King of Kings and Lord of Lords, Jesus. So what the Lord is saying here is that as things are becoming increasingly more, like the attacks are becoming more intensely increased, like seriously increased, the veil is being lifted so people can see clearly as what's going on behind the scenes. And as we see these things happen, like the demonic and everything is coming to light, we must seek the Lord at all times now, period, to discern what is real, what is not, what is Satan, what is him, things like this. Because if we don't, we can be fooled and swayed easily. Now, I cannot say I haven't been fooled before either. I have. I will admit that I have. And this is why we must be very, very careful to who we listen to. Now, attacks, like I said, the attacks are increasing on the church. Like, they're extremely increasing right now. But we must lean into the Lord, and we must lean into his understanding, as we always must lean into his understanding, not our own understanding. Also, we will be safe with the Lord. He has repeatedly told me this. We will not be in the tribulation, period. The tribulation is going to be for those who are lukewarm, for those who do not truly believe or believe at all, and Israel as well. But those who believe during this time will have to make a choice. It's either going to be Jesus or you will take the mark. And I would rather tell you to take Jesus, receive him as your Lord and Savior, than to take that mark, because that mark will doom you for eternity. And Satan is going to fool everybody during this time. He's going to pretend to be the Savior of the world. And he's not the Savior of the world. Only Jesus is the Savior of the world. He is the Son of God, and he is God in the flesh. So I will trust in him alone, as my Lord and Savior. And I will really pray that if you do not believe in Jesus, you come to him today, because time is so very short right now. It is so very short. Things are increasing more rapidly every day, as the Lord's been showing me, and darkness is coming on this world. And it's going to be here before the rapture, and it's going to be here after the rapture, as it's going to increase after the rapture. I saw, like the Lord's been showing me, just pitch darkness, like void of truth, void of light, void of anything like this. This is how bad it's going to be. So you must take a stand during this time, right now. No matter what the cost is, we must take a stand for the Lord. I love you all, and God bless you all. And I'll see you in heaven soon. I love you all. Bye-bye.